Good morning, Bande Matram. Welcome all of you. The topic we are going to discuss right now on the victory. So the topic of discussion will be on the victory. That is the great topic. For the victory, we are anxious. We war for victory. We play for victory. We go for victory. We aspire for victory. So victory is, ultimately certain. Truth of victory is ultimately certain. But what about the truth of victory of falsehood? Victory of truth is ultimately certain. So what about the victory of falsehood? Uncertain. Uncertain. Definitely uncertain. But we feel sometimes we feel the dark adventurers seem to win. Dark adventurers, black horse, seem to win. You will be getting astonished. This is a game of the non-players, non-competitors, non-bidders. They are winning, and you are the capable person, but you are losing. One story was there. One most capable gunman was there. So he got all the certificates. He hit the target like anything. If he fails, it was thought that the sun is rising in the west, not in the east. Anyway, degree was over. Guru got the certificate. Guru blessed him and gave him the certificate. He came back. And while he was returning, Guru had a fine advice, nice suggestion. Do one thing. You must be careful in keeping the hostile people away from you, hostile forces away from you. Came back, and for some time it was there. Time went well, and there was a post in the king's court to join as a good, striker. Gunman is required. And this one was applied for the post, and it was supposed that he will definitely score and he will definitely hit the century, and he will be victorious winner. But finally, it was found he has he is disqualified. He could not qualify in hitting the target. Anyway, it was a sorry matter for all. This man also got broke down. He came back. Anyway, this news was news to the Guru. Guru could get them, could be able to get the news. He came back and saw how it is. He proved everything is well. Then how the victory is kept hidden from him? That's what he asked. What you did, because in your targeting, your confidence, your capability, your efficiency, I don't have the least doubt. I don't have the, even nobody has the doubt. But what is the problem? Just that small thing, Guru remembered. I told you to keep the hostile forces away. Did you did that? Yes, I have done that. Then what? I have I have distanced myself from all except two. Oh, you have done like this. Yep. Okay. What about these two persons? They must have told you are a great man. Your target is nice. You are simply unbeatable. You are great. Like this. Yes, sir. They told like this. Then that is the end of your chapter. You could not be able to get rid of these hostile forces. These people, they came. The hostile forces came in between these two. They just raised you like anything. They clapped you at your success. They just try to escalate you, and you see simply you have been foamed up, and your chapter is closed. This foam has been vanished, perished with little air. Wind is what not necessary. For that actually you lost. Is it the right thing? Maybe there is no other go, but you have to accept it like this. So victory of the truth is ultimately certain. Ultimately certain. There is no other goal. Sometimes you can feel like I am losing. The battle is not in my favor. But dark adventurers seem to win. Unexpected people they win, and even if I have got the capacity and capability, then also I am losing. Then don't nothing to worry, because small successes are failures of the soul. If you have come for a big thing, but you are staying confined, or you are confining yourself within a small boundaries, small limits, that is your problem. That is your ignorance. You don't know. Small successes are failures of the soul. Small, pleasures punctuate frequent griefs. Frequent griefs. You are confined to only small pleasures, and that is inviting great troubles for you. Major griefs for you, you don't know. That is the problem. That is the scenario with you, and you are facing it without knowing what you are really you are doing and how you are doing. That is the problem. Anyway, so you have we see one message was there from the mother. From the mother, two consecutive messages were there. We have heard, and one is probability, and the second is a certitude. With this, you can go. Lord, the Lord has willed, and thou dost execute. The Lord has willed, and thou dost execute. A new light shall break upon the earth, a new world shall be born, and the things that we have promised shall be fulfilled. There was a promise. There is the only one assurance. Things that were promised shall be fulfilled. The mother quotes, the Lord has to will and thou dost execute. Now the willing has been done by the Lord, and it is your duty to carry it out, to execute it. So what about the promise for which we are actually working for? That's what mother tries to explain. The new light shall break upon the earth. What are the assurances? What is the new change you want to see in the world? A new light shall break upon the earth. Break upon the earth a new light. A new world shall be born. Not this world. A new world with all these characteristics, new characteristic features. A new world shall be born, and the things that we are promised shall be fulfilled. That we are promised by the Master, by the Lord, and so that are going to be fulfilled. That's what Mother gave the message on 25th September of 1914. 1914 of September 25th, my mother gave the message. This was an assurance, shall be fulfilled, assurance, certitude, it is going to happen. And with this, a new light shall break upon the earth, a new world shall be born, and the things that we are promised shall be fulfilled. Then there will be an anxiety in you when they are going to be fulfilled. What is the exact date? What we are promised? So many ways you will be plundering over here and there. To and fro, your mind will be vibrating, oscillating like a pendulum. So, and the next message, like long after, something around 29th February 1956. 29th February 1956, supramental descent. The greatest moments are least noisy. The arrival, descent of the supramental force does not come by beat of drums. That time, that those messages you will be hearing, and you will be very much exciting to hear the message. So on that day, on the particular day, 29th February 1956, mother gave the fulfilling message. Assured, initially it was assured, promised. That shall be fulfilled. And physically, the next message came on 29th February 1956. It was a leap year. So, Lord, thou hast willed and I execute. Initially, the Lord, thou hast willed. This part was there. And I execute. There itself, the message was like this: thou dost execute. Mother here quotes, I execute and I execute. A new light breaks upon the earth. Everything, just compare the sentence. Initially, on 1914, the new light shall break upon the earth. Here the message is, a new light breaks upon the earth, not shall. Nothing related to future, it is there. It breaks upon. Now it is being materialized. A new world is born. Initially in 1914 message, a new world shall be born. Here is born. There shall be born. Here is born. The things that we are promised, and the things that were promised in the initial sentence shall be fulfilled. Here, the things that were promised are fulfilled. You are in the end point, you are in the turning point, you are now victorious. Things have been, whatever you are promised are fulfilled. So that the change is that Lord wills and I execute. There itself the execution was thou dost execute, and I execute. A new light breaks upon the earth. A new world is born. The things that were promised are fulfilled. So these are the message, the great message and the great achievement, the great era and the great manifestation took place, and the mother gave the news again. Mother moves forward a little bit and tries to go for another big thing to say. The manifestation of the supramental upon the earth is no more a promise. It was a promise initially, okay, 1914 or before it was a promise, mother promised so. Mother now clarifies, it is no more a promise than but a living fact, a reality. Living fact and a reality. Supermind has descended in you. You can find supramental force is pouring like anything you have seen. A few from ashram, non new, many from outside. So this is work in the atmosphere, physically in earthly atmosphere you have seen, and we read. And knowingly or unknowingly, thinkingly or unthinkingly, we are breathing, we are taking the supramental air in your inspiration and aspiration. It is all around. With this influence, we can find there is glaze throughout in the green leaves. You can find the earth is actually the sea. The climate is changing. Everything is changing in a joyous mood because thou art. So here, mother quotes, this is no more a promise. Whatever we are promised, you felt or you seeked, now it is gone. The manifestation of the supramental is upon the earth. Manifestation of the supramental upon the earth is no more a promise, but a living fact and a reality. Living fact and a reality. Fact, not a story. It is not merely a promise. It is at work here. It is not hidden. It is you don't have to go any further realm to see where it is happening. It is what at work here, and one day shall come when the most blind does not mean that physically blind. Those who are actually pretending to be blind, ignorant, they are not able to see, or they are not interested to know the things. So, other course, it is at work here, and one day will come when the most blind, the most unconscious, even the most unwilling shall be obliged to recognize her. Three things, mother has quoted here, sorry. So most blind, second well, mother quotes first the most blind, second most unconscious, they are not in a they don't least concerned, most unconscious, and even the most unwilling, they will be what they we are going to do, they will be obliged to recognize it, the supramental force. They will be obliged to recognize it. There is no other choice for them. There is absolutely no choice for them, because that is the only truth. Well, you are in a very well placed, and your position is very much prominent and clear. Your idea is very clear. But the mother quotes, even the most unconscious, most unconscious, even the most unwilling shall be obliged to recognize it, because it is in work. It is a fact, a living fact, a reality. And again, mother quotes, open thyself, yourself to the new light. So what we have to do? What is our role? What we are going to do? Open yourself to the new light that has been dawned upon the earth. New light is has already dawned upon the earth, and our duty. It is from our side. We have to open to the light, and a luminous path shall be spread in front of you. Once this is done, once this is done, you have opened to the new light that is dawning on the earth. If you open yourself, and you can find it will spread before you. And finally, we are going to see two messages from Sri Aurobindo and Victory. Each victory gained over oneself means a new strength to gain more victories. You don't have any idea in your mind or in your title you for this victory, physical victory, mental victory, psychic victory, spiritual victory. So many ways we have seen. But actually think that each victory once you have gained over yourself means a new strength to gain more victories. One you win, then second chapter will go open, and we are going for the new victories, more victories. One cannot have the crown of spiritual victory without the struggle. Struggle is a must. Or reach the heights without ascent to its and its labor. You have to make the ascent, you have to go for labor. Without struggle, nothing can be achieved. You have to know. So, victory of the truth is ultimately sure. Thank you. Vande Mataram.